are covering job design from HRM, and the concept of job design is such that from the very title it's clear that there is some designing happening of the job. So what essentially happens in this process is some components of a job, for example its content or the responsibility this job entails or the methods with which this job can be done and interpersonal relationships. So these components are picked up, and through a systematic process these components are structured differently and organized differently. Now since we are doing all of this, there might be reasons that are behind adapting a job design approach. So the reasons that are there for the job designing are employee satisfaction and motivation. As you see how a job is designed, you will understand why employees might be satisfied and more motivated after job design. It's because in job designing you have different approaches where you match a job to the employee's skill. So since the things are being put into perspective and happening in a structured way or organized way, the employee satisfaction and motivation goes up because the employee now thinks that the company cares for them. So employee satisfaction and motivation, that is one. Then we have efficiency and productivity. So not only job design is everything about employees, it is also about the company. So you take work and streamline it in a way that optimal results for the organization are also being achieved. So effective job design can streamline workflows, reduce errors, improve productivity. Since everything is being structured, of course productivity is not that unachievable. Then reduce error. The process of standardization will help the organization reduce the errors that they're making. So efficiency and productivity is the second reason. Now we have employee health and safety. Since we care about the employees more than we did before now, employee health and safety are considered here. Then retention and engagement. So employee retention is a huge factor here. You want your employees to stay with the company. The best of your employees, you would want them to stay with your company so that you can be successful always. So the job design helps employee retention because they think that the company cares about them also, and they're happy with their roles in their jobs. So retention and engagement. Then we have what are the advantages of job design. So impact on motivation and performance. Of course the jobs are designed in a way that employee feels more valuable now more than ever. So you're giving them a variety of tasks, you're giving them freedom in their work, so they feel a sense of satisfaction with themselves. Then you give them a chance to upskill themselves, so skill development is a factor. So employees motivation and performance gradually increases. Then we have influence on job satisfaction, absenteeism, turnover. When you give your employees a certain freedom, they feel satisfaction and they feel like without being monitored or without being much criticized, they can do their work. So there is a sense of satisfaction. The turnover rates reduce. Then we have impact on physical and mental health. The jobs that are not structured or the jobs that are not designed nicely or organized, they often involve a lot of stress. So while designing, when you did not think of the job and how it can affect the impact on this employee's physical health as well as mental health. You did not streamline your work flow, and you did not structure your equipments and everything, so you could have a lot of hazards, health hazards in the job. So impact on physical and mental health. So those are the advantages of job design. Then from that we move on to goals of job design. Why are we doing it? 3 reasons: satisfying the organization's need, meeting individual needs, and then balancing both of their needs. So satisfying organization needs, of course, when you have a streamlined and structured workflow, you will be improving the organization's productivity, you will be improving the organization's efficiency, and in turn overall performance. So organizational needs are being satisfied. Then we move on to meeting individual needs. So individual needs, of course, as we've seen below previously, they are being met. So individual needs are met, the employee is satisfied now. Then balancing organizational and individual needs. You have to find a balance between the two. You cannot make your organization all about productivity or vice versa about the employees. You have to find a balance so that there is no extra cost involved. You reach maximum profits also, and your employees are satisfied with your company. So to sum up, the goals are to have a balance between the organizational needs and the employee needs, and achieving them both at the same time. Then we have advantages, and advantages are impact on physical and mental health, influence on job satisfaction, absenteeism and turnover rates, and then impact on motivation and performance. Now again, what is job design? Job design is picking up various components of a job and structuring them through a systematic process, and this is done for the organizational needs and for employees' needs. So you have to achieve maximum efficiency and productivity in your organization. Meanwhile, you also have to look at employee satisfaction and motivation. Thank you so much. This is it from job design.